Welcome back. We are still staring at a very healthy screen. About 6 stocks in the green for 1 in the red. And you're seeing the Nifty Bank. Actually, Nifty Bank hides more than it reveals. It only reveals what the private banks are doing. But there is a fairly substantial rally even in the NBFC stocks. Many of them like AU Finance, Financial, which were hurt yesterday, are seeing a goodish bit of comeback. Piramal Enterprises, Chola, L&T Finance, all of them climbing up and away. How do we look at the rather dark period we have been going through because of higher COVID numbers and the liberalization of vaccine? What does it do in terms of investor outlook? We have a veteran investor joining us, Ramdev Agarwal, Chairman, Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Ramdev, thank you very much indeed for joining us. What is your state of mind at the moment when you look at the year ahead? Did you think that you have to trim earnings going by the pace of COVID? Or do you think now that there is light at the end of the day, or rather sooner rather than later, the earnings cut, if any, in the first 2 quarters will be made up in the last 2?
Good morning, Lata, and good morning, viewers. I think, risk is hitting from all sides, completely unexpected. The pace at which the second wave hit us was completely taken everybody off guard. So even the investors, I would say. But luckily we have a lot of support system already. The doctors know how to treat. The vaccines are there. Multiple vaccines are there. We have vaccine capital of the world. So I think the fear is less. I think what is most important in the markets is, of course, it's a human tragedy. But at market levels, what is most important is how the fear is going around. Like if you measure by your statistical thing, last time at this point of time, the VIX hit 80 or maybe 85 or something, some crazy number it went to. It was just vertically up and there was a chaos all over. And the markets, we didn't know what to do. All the old held conventions and convictions, they were all kind of testing us. But this time, despite our COVID numbers are like almost 3 lakhs, 270, 275 or something, and surging 6-7% every day, I think the fear is much lesser, which is what is most important. That is what is going to guide us as we go forward. I mean, the earnings will definitely get again impacted in this quarter as last quarter. Though this quarter will be much better than last year's Q1, but nevertheless, what was expected a month back, it will definitely get tuned.
Okay, Mr. Agarwal, good morning, sir. Good to be talking to you today. So, I want to ask you this. Till yesterday, there was a lot of fear in the market and we didn't know if we were looking at some sort of a, dark, bottomless pit. But with the government's overnight decision of making vaccination universal, does that firmly place a floor for the market? I mean, is the fear of a much bigger fall, is that completely out of the picture now?
No, I would not think that. This would have been expected that government will be far more proactive, much more aggressive. Their attention will come to tackling COVID in a much more focused way from elections and other distractions. But basically, I would think the markets are about. Even bureaucrats don't know how this second wave is going to shape up, how big it can be, and even markets don't know. Just that we know that vaccination is there. And so it's just a faith that things will not go out of hand. And before it becomes much bigger, I think there is some natural law also, in the sense that at some level it becomes herd immunity kind of thing, and the wave also tops out, in the sense that say if it is 2 lakhs, 250,000, maybe at 350, 400, automatically it will kind of a drop off. And the mortality rate in any case is low. So I think the risk perception is far more muted compared to last time. Even government authorities are very muted in terms of lockdown. They're continuously coming in saying that they're not going to lock down the whole nation because the economic cost is far higher than whatever is the human cost right now. It is unfortunate, but human cost, the cost to the lockdown of the economy is far, far severe. So I think that's what market is weighing. I don't think one should call it we are through the hump. We are still in it, and I would think that it will take some time before we can finally say that the fear has picked out and has bottomed. Markets have bottomed.
Okay. Well, Ramdev, I don't know if this is possible, but there is some knocking sound in your house or in your ambience. I'll be grateful if you can ask them to stop if it is within your power, because we could hear you a little more clearly if that happens. We'll be grateful. Oh, okay, it stopped. Ramdev, I wanted to know, now that we have gone through one second surge and the hope of vaccine, will this change the nature of stocks you will choose? Were you more inclined to choose economy facing, maybe banks, automobiles, variety, and now you would prefer more defensives? Anything at all you've altered in stock choices?
Lata, one thing I'll tell you, don't get into too much of activity. Of course, at the margin, the beneficiaries of lockdown or this vaccine revolution or pharmacy side, if you get an idea, of course you must, or we're just hearing the insurance bonanza for the month of March, and maybe the next year is also expected to be very big for the insurance sector. So those kind of portfolio changes you must definitely do. But otherwise, doing too much of activity just because there is a volatility in the market could be harmful. That's our experience of the last year. That generally getting into too much of activity, because when the risk is playing out, the markets also are completely uncontrolled. You're also uncontrolled, and both combined leads to crazy kind of action. So I would think that one should remain very controlled. You must bring patience. Impart patience, because a lot of things which are looking very bad today will look very good just 3 months henceforth. Then what will you do? So I would say that control your emotions and stay put as much as possible, and of course at the margin make changes like a normal time.
Okay, well, that's some really sane advice. Mr. Agarwal, good morning. So, what should the prudent strategy be now for a long-term investor? Should you start deploying some money in a staggered approach in some of the large cap names which are 10-15% lower than a couple of months ago? Or is this the time to raise cash levels and just wait and watch a bit?
Yeah, first thing is, I don't think one should give any advice at this juncture. Who is going to be right? Nobody knows. I can tell you what I'm doing. In fact, just now I said that I'm going to be very much against major actions in the portfolio. And the way portfolio is designed, as per the mandate, I would stick to that. I will remain fully invested. And I look for marginal opportunities, in the sense that where I can see, because after second wave, it can be even third wave, fourth wave. I don't know what exactly is going to, how this entire episode of Corona is going to be cleaned out, or how long it is going to be playing with us. 1 year, 2 year. We have to be ready for long haul, and we have to learn to live with this. So I would look at the businesses which I understand, which are stable, even if it is mid-size, but if it is stable, I would go for that. Stability and longevity and the past track record are going to be clearly the deciding factor, and it could be a mid-cap also. But my sense is that if the portfolio is with the larger companies, growing larger companies, that would be better at this point of time to weather the storm.
Okay.
Well, Ramdev, is this the time, now that a small window is open for Indian buyers to buy foreign stocks, is this a good time?
If somebody understands, see, the technology particularly is very universal. Microsoft is touching you and me as much as an American or anybody. So those kind of stocks, fortunately, it is available for anybody to buy. I think you understand it better. Accounting standards are more or less same. So what you understand, you must buy. Just because something is foreign and you don't understand, say like cryptocurrency you don't understand, or Bitcoin you don't understand, but there's a massive speculation on, and you are feeling like missing out. I think if you go without understanding into that, I think you will burn your hands. So I would think that don't take a speculative stance, but since those economies are well managed, they are way ahead of us in tackling the corona problem, and their economy is opening up, so they are head on start, and so the companies and the businesses, they are going to see unprecedented boom in next 2-3 years. So the companies which are going to be significantly benefited out of them, and some of the companies are actually in India itself, will be servicing to them, like our software companies and all. So you can have options, but buying into our own software companies are also like buying into American opportunity and or global opportunity at one level. But you can definitely get into direct outside companies if you understand that.
Yes, they are expecting a strong earnings season this time. No two ways about that. Thank you very much, Ramdev Agarwal, for joining us, making this unscheduled stop. We were so excited by the vaccine liberalization policy. We thought we could do with some veteran advice. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Okay, markets are still holding on to most of their gains, 5 in the green for 1 in the red. And it's time for our technical experts.
Yes, on that